Hello everyone and welcome back to the Lifeproof Grooming channel. I'm Austin and today we're going to be talking about the differences between beard dye and beard color. More specifically, temporary beard color. Now this may seem like a funny question. I mean, after all, isn't beard dye the same thing as beard color? And the answer is, well, kind of. The truth is there are plenty more options on the market when it comes to coloring your beard than a beard dye. For example, there are beard coloring options that are dye-free, and that is what we're going to be talking about today. So in this video, we're going to be covering the benefits, disadvantages, and just basic differences of beard dye and beard color, where you might want to use one over the other, and the unique instances in where you might choose beard color or beard dye over the other one. So ultimately, this video is going to be broken down into 5 categories. We're going to be talking about the ease of application for both beard dye and beard color. We're going to be talking about skin safety and whether people have allergic reactions to either of these products. We're going to be talking about customizability with your beard color. We're going to be talking about longevity and how long each of these products lasts. And we're going to be talking about which of these products will give you the most natural looking results. So what's the main difference between these two products? The main difference is that beard dyes actually penetrate the hair follicle and stain the color of your hair, whereas temporary beard color will actually just coat and tint the outside of your hair to give it a different color. So with that basic difference out of the way, let's begin round 1 with the ease of application. So here's what we're going to do. I took a very popular beard dye product and just wrote down exactly all the steps that are involved with applying it. And then I took a temporary beard color product and wrote down all of those steps, and we'll see which one just generally seems easier to do. Now keep in mind, these are the steps exactly as they are written on the packaging of these products themselves. I'm not coloring or changing anything about these steps. And so you'll be able to see firsthand exactly which one seems easier to apply. So here are the application steps as written on the popular beard dye that I chose. First of all, you need to work with preparation. You need a timer, towel, beard wash, or shampoo, preferably for color treated hair. And you also need to protect your clothing, whatever surfaces you're working on, and put on gloves. And next, when it comes to actually applying the color, you need to take your color base and squeeze a line of it into the included mixing tray. You need to take the developer and squeeze an equal amount of color developer into the mixing tray to maintain as much of a 1-to-1 ratio as possible. And then you need to mix. You need to mix the product with the plastic handle of the included brush until blended thoroughly. You also need to be sure not to mix with the bristle end of the brush. That's going to be used later. And clean the brush handle off and replace the caps on the tubes of the respective product. And then when you apply it, you need to use the brush side of the included brush to apply the product quickly to your facial hair and not massage the product in with your hands. You don't want to do that. You want to apply it only to dry beards and start applying where the hair is the greatest. Brush up and down to thoroughly cover the hair evenly and prepare more product if needed. And then you have to wait for about 5 minutes after evenly coating your hair. You do not want to guess how long you need to wait. This is a big deal. Waiting longer than 5 minutes, it even says so in the instructions, will cause the color to become darker than anticipated. And with beard dyes, you cannot remove it, so you want to get it right the first time. Problem is, you won't know how dark it is until you wash out the solution. You want to rinse out the product thoroughly until the water becomes clear, apply beard wash and shampoo, lather thoroughly and rinse, and do not use bar soap. So that was a bit, but let's talk now about the beard color steps. I can actually tell you exactly all the steps involved just from memory, simply because it's simple. You take your beard color tube, you shake it, you brush on the color in your beard in the direction of hair growth where you want it, and then that's it. You close the tube, it dries in 30 seconds, and then you have color. So looking at these 2 steps in as objective of a way as I can, I don't think it would be a lie to say that beard color is probably the easier applying of the 2 products, as opposed to beard dye. So with that being said, let's go on to round 2, which is skin safety. So it's important to note that many beard dyes require that you actually spot test a portion of your skin in an inconspicuous place before you apply the actual product. And they prefer that you do that for about 48 hours before you apply the product, which means going through all the steps I mentioned before and mixing together the solution, putting it on maybe the crease of your elbow or something like that, and waiting for about 2 days to see if anything happens. And this is because many beard and hair dyes actually contain products like PPD, hydrogen peroxide, ammonia, things like that. In fact, according to mspfitness.com, PPD, which is short for paraphenylenediamine, PPD is used as a dye for dark color shades and is made from coal tar, a petroleum-derived chemical that includes benzene, naphthalene, phenols, aniline, and other chemicals. It is also used as a wood preservative, and contact with skin is best to be avoided. And research states that PPD in combination with hydrogen peroxide is very toxic and can lead to cancer. I'm reading that straight off of the notes I took from their website. That's exactly what it says. On the other hand, temporary beard color comes in all natural organic ingredients and is hypoallergenic because it doesn't contain any of those ingredients. This is because you don't need any harsh chemicals to actually penetrate the hair follicles. You just need something to coat the hair. So with regards to sensitive skin, you really can't get much safer than a temporary beard color as opposed to like a beard dye or something like that. So let's move on to round 3, which is customizability. There are 3 big things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to customizing your beard color. So let's begin with color placement. Can you place the color where you want to? And the answer with both beard dye and beard color is this. The answer is yes. Okay, you both have a brush and you have products, and so you can apply the pastes or whatever solution where you'd like them to be. And so both of these products actually get a check, thumbs up for this point. So the next point is, can you control the saturation of the beard color and how dark it is in your beard? And the answer is kind of yes, although it's kind of harder to do that with beard dye simply because you won't know how dark your beard is until after you wash the solution off. And you have to time very specifically the length of time that you're leaving the solution in your beard so that it doesn't get too dark. This makes it kind of hard to do, as opposed to a temporary beard color where you brush it on and the moment you brush it on, you know exactly how it's going to look. And so the answer here is kind of yes on both products, although the truth is it's much easier and more realistic to do it with the temporary beard color as opposed to the beard and hair dye. And so the slight edge goes to the beard color. All right, and last but not least here is, can you remove the color when you want to? And here's where it gets interesting. If you use a beard dye and you put it on, there's no way you're going to be able to remove that color unless, one, you either wait for a new beard to grow out and then just trim off the colored pieces, or maybe you dye it a different color, which still may not be what you want. On the other hand, temporary beard color is alcohol based, which means when you brush it on, the alcohol evaporates and leaves the color behind, coating your hair. What this means is that with the proper alcohol solution, you can just wipe the color off whenever you want it to. Let's say you apply it a little darker on one side as opposed to the other side, and you're just trying to lighten it up. Just brush it off whenever you need it to, so you can make sure that before you leave the door, you get the perfect beard color for you. So the winner here in terms of customizability is obviously going to be the temporary beard color. All right, so round 4 here is longevity. And really this will depend on your definition of longevity. If you use beard dyes, it may be safe to assume that the beard dyes are going to last longer. And while this is kind of true, the problem is how often you need to apply the beard dyes to get an even coverage and to remove the roots that grow out gray over time. You see, when you apply a beard dye within 1 to 2 weeks, your roots are going to grow out and they're going to be noticeably a different lighter color than the rest of your beard. Which means that every 1 to 2 weeks, to get a natural look again, you're going to have to reapply that beard dye. Now, temporary beard color, on the other hand, will only last up to 48 hours, which means that over the span of that 2 days, the beard color will get less and less saturated. But what this means is that you can quickly brush up and recolor your hair whenever you need to, instead of having to wait for a beard dye. So the scales are kind of balanced here. Some people may enjoy the longevity of the beard dye with the 1 to 2 weeks. Some people may want the temporary beard color, which will keep it natural for longer. So, you know, it's kind of up in the air. So this one's going to be an even tie. So round 5 is going to be which one of these products will give you the most natural looking results. Now, you see, beards naturally have variations in thickness, coarseness, color, and all these things depending on age, genetics, and more. So for the most natural results, you're going to want to avoid completely covering your hair all the same color, because oftentimes your hair is not all the same color. For example, in my beard, I have lots of red hair and brown hair. If I were to color them all the same color, even if it was like the same shade of red or the same shade of brown, it would look very unnatural and lead to what is called in the beard dye industry a shoe polish looking beard. And so in this case, the most natural looking beard color is going to be the one that is the most customizable. Because think about it, it won't completely cover every hair, but it will allow you the the option to do that if you wish. It'll also give you the option to rock any other beard type that you want, whether it's the salt and pepper look, the full coverage look, or just to touch up certain areas of your beard that may be thinning out or patchy. And so honestly, the winner here is temporary beard color. And in fact, most of these categories are dominated by the temporary beard color for its simplicity, its ease of use, and the customizability factor of it. So if you guys like this video and you want more cool videos like this, smash the subscribe button and the like button. Leave a comment down below telling us whether you've tried both beard dyes or temporary beard color and what your opinion on it is. We're looking for honesty here, so let us know exactly what you think. Also, let us know if there's anything we could be doing better in these videos. We appreciate all the feedback we get. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've got a link in the description where you can read the full article on this very subject, and I will see you guys in the next video.